Today we're going to take this acer palmatum Seiryu and we're going to take it out of the 15-gallon pot that it's been sitting in for 2 years, and we're going to place it into a beautiful cement pot. Now, this particular tree, I did do a video when I dug it out a couple of years ago, and a link to that video I'll have posted up on the screen here. Now, we kept it in the 15-gallon pot for a couple of years just so that the roots could develop and push out. So when I take this out of the pot, we should see nice white growth of fibrous root structure. We're going to just pop it out, and the beauty is, even though the foliage is all coming out, we won't be upsetting or harming the roots at all. It'll be just a straight take out and drop in. Now, with the cement pot, because it's quite deep, deeper than it needs to be, I will put about 20 to 30 centimeters of larger round rock in the bottom first, as that will supplement the drainage, as the cement pot has one large drain hole in the bottom rather than multiple drain holes. And now these cement pots, we've had a couple of them for about 25 years. They're fantastic. I mean, they're one of the best ways to go. The only downside, of course, is they're extremely heavy, but they provide excellent protection from the excessive heat in the summer and, of course, the excessive cold in the winter. So let's get this tree out of the pot first, and let's get it potted up. It'll take us about 5 minutes. First thing I'll do is lift this out of the pot. Hang on, I'll just tilt it a bit. There we go. Okay, let's just take a look at this tree now. Now take a look at all the new white growth. So it's developed very well all the way around. So I'll take this cement pot right here. Now, first of all, I'm going to grab my gravel. It's heavy. And I'll put about 10 to 12 inches, so 20 to 30 centimeters here. There we go. Now, next, I'll just measure the height of that soil. Actually, that should be perfect. So, what we'll do now is we'll place the tree into the pot. Good morning workout for me. Now, just looking, I think I put in a bit too much rock, so let's take it out. Just take out some of that rock. There we go, let's do it again. Okay. There we go, that looks good. So, now, the view of the tree will be facing the hedge. This looks pretty good right here. I'll take my trusty soil mix, and again, got a video link for you. You can see the type of soil we use. It's just a composted bark mulch with a regular bark mulch. They're both fir-based, and then sand. I have all the details on the video. It's the only mix we've been using for years and years. We mix our own, and it's ideal for the container medium. So Put a few shovelfuls in, and I'll just work it around the sides here. Just bring that, level that tree off a bit. There we go. I'm just gonna take a peek from a distance here, make sure it's looking the way it should, and that looks perfect. So I'll get a bit more soil in there. Okay. And I'll just lightly pack that in there. There we go. Now, this is the time of year that we fertilize as well, so I'm just going to grab the fertilizer. Again, we use a slow release fertilizer. This is a 16-10-10 slow release. It's good for 3 to 4 months. With these larger containers, we'll put about 2 tablespoons. There we go. That's all we need. That's the only fertilizer it gets for the entire growing season. Again, you don't want to over fertilize your container grown Japanese maples, and you don't want to fertilize them at all in the garden. I do have a video on fertilizing container maples, which you can click the link to check out that video as well. Now I'm just top dressing the soil just to cover up the fertilizer so that birds don't think it's some kind of a treat and they end up getting sick if they do eat it. Now, last thing I have to do was move this container back to where I had it. Okay. There we go. That's done. Thanks again so much for watching.